Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today we have a video about kind ads and WatermelonBlock. Now this is a sponsored review, meaning that they paid me to do this, but I said I still get the opportunity to say whatever the fuck I want. So this is an honest paid review. I'm going to go through both things, tell you a little bit about them, give you my opinion, the good, the bad, the ugly, the bearded, whatever it be. Before we get started, obviously just read the disclaimer, not financial advice, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, it's there. It's in the description below. If you didn't read it, that's your fault. Now let's get into things with kind ads. Now, kind ads is meeting a new era of marketing. What they're doing, they are working to improve advertising. Now, since I'm being honest, I hate advertising, all right? But kind ads is aiming to improve it because basically with advertising right now, it's only going to grow and grow and grow. There's nothing you can do to stop advertising except maybe opt out of ads by paying kind ads. But they're aiming to make it better for both the advertisers and the publishers. Now, the publishers are people like content creators such as myself or other people you might watch, bigger people, more illustrious people, people with better haircuts, whatever. But oftentimes, the advertisers, the people who want to put up ads, they are trying to put up ads, but they're not specifically targeted to what the publisher has. They lose a lot of money, and then they get squeezed by the middleman who's charging up to 30% or more just for them to run ads. So kind ads is aiming to fix this. Now, I'll say one thing I like about kind ads is one of the advisors is Neil Patel. There he is. Who is Neil Patel? You can read that all right there. But basically, when I got into SEO back in the day, Neil Patel was already doing pretty darn good. He had Quick Sprout, he had Kiss Metrics, he has Crazy Egg. So he's done a whole bunch of stuff in terms of that. He knows about getting organic traffic. He also knows about advertising. He's worked with companies like Amazon. No, not the rainforest. The actual company, the multi-billion-dollar company. You might have heard about it. But he's worked with them. And he's advising kind ads for helping them basically accomplish their vision. So there's not too much information on their website. You can watch this video there to find out a little bit. They talk about how kind ads is a little bit different from the current digital ad agency. And one of the things that they talk about, I watched an interview with Neil Patel and Ivan on Tech, and Neil Patel stresses how they're not there to compete with the big advertising giants like Facebook, like Google, because if they tried to compete, they'd probably get crushed. What they're doing is they're going after different avenues that Facebook and Google really don't target, specifically email and push notifications. All right, so now nothing is safe, right? You just get advertised to all over the place, but they're aiming to go a little bit differently and then kind of build up from there. Now, there's other competition out there in advertising, things like Brave Browser and Basic Attention Token. Kind ads aims to do things a little bit differently, and actually users are incentivized to watch ads because if they specifically tell you what they want to watch, then you can earn these things in the ecosystem. But the main goal of this is basically to cut out the middlemen, all right? And they're using blockchain. The main use of the blockchain for this is, in fact, to protect your data. Because if you think about it, it's kind of scary how much information Facebook has about you and Google has about you and your credit cards have about you and the NSA has about you, especially if you post on YouTube every day. People know everything about you. So using the blockchain kind of is aiming to undo this. They have a roadmap here. There's a better roadmap with more dates in the white paper. That's one thing that I didn't like on the website here, how it doesn't really have like when they're planning on doing this stuff, but it is in the white paper. You can check out, they have some integrations with PushCrew, MailChimp, and different things like that. Now, if we take a look at the white paper, I will say they did a good job in this executive summary because it pretty much tells you everything that you need to know about it. So the kind ads is a decentralized protocol on the Ethereum blockchain that improves how publishers and advertisers engage online. The kind ads protocol. Okay. The core component of the kind ads protocol is a blockchain-based scoring system, the kind ads score, that ranks publishers and domain names based on how much they're trusted by their users. So, for instance, if they had to put like a domain name score on Crypto Love, it would obviously be very high because the content I put out is amazing. I just look so darn good. all of those things. Whereas other people like Ivan on Tech, I don't know, it might be a little bit lower. Just saying, But advertisers can then use that domain score to choose where they want to advertise. So they can pick out the highest, most trusted publishers in that niche. And then they can advertise in a less intrusive fashion that's, more natural communication like email, push notifications, and chat. Nothing is safe anymore. All right. And then people can provide a global opt-out list. So if you don't want to, you can purchase some kind ads tokens. You can opt out of being done, which is something that I do. I just hate advertisements. I pay extra so I don't get advertised to. It's pretty ridiculous, but I just can't stand ads. Now, perhaps most importantly, the kind ads protocol with its applications facilitates the functionality without 30% fees charged by most advertising middlemen. Cuts out the middleman, saves everyone a little bit of money. So publishers make more money, advertisers spend less money, everybody's happy except for people who don't like ads, like myself. So you can go through the white paper here. It does give you a lot of information. I'm just going to see here if there's any images that I want to show you, because images are always easier than actually reading stuff. But it goes over exactly how the token is used in the ecosystem. And I'm not going to focus on all of that stuff. Now, they don't actually have an ICO. They raised quite a bit of money in private sales. So they're not doing an ICO. They don't actually need to do it. This is just kind of, they want to get the information out there, tell you a little bit about this, because it's going to be pretty big competition to things like basic attention token. So we have the team here. All right. Saulo Medeiros, the co-founder, director of operations, lead blockchain developer, a bunch of big name advisors like the CEO of Polymath, CEO of Beyond Blocks, founder of QuickSprout, CEO of Inbound Junction. All right, so a lot of big people on the team there. Here's the roadmap that is a bit nicer. So, in the beginning of 2018, they have onboard initial launch partners, push notification offering, and private domain score with global opt-out lists and public domain scores. Then rewards pool coming up and launch solo email platform. And then in Q4 2018, launch chatbot, launch publisher staking system, launch app partner platform, launch bounty program. So they are on the blockchain right now. They have not had token distribution yet. That's coming up sometime soon. And then Q2 2019 and beyond, they have a whole bunch of other stuff added up there. So I would highly recommend that if you are interested in this one, definitely check it out on the website. Read the white paper because there is a lot of information in the white paper. Advertising, unfortunately, is not something that is going away. It's only getting bigger and bigger. There's a lot of money going into advertising. So this is a new protocol that aims to make advertising better for everybody. Has some big name advisors, so that's always very important to have. All in all, let's see. I think, all in all, okay, I like that they have Neil Patel as an advisor. He knows what he's doing with advertising. I like that they are having some new creative stuff with advertising. I like that, they don't need to go to ICO. They're privately funded. I don't like that it's advertising. I'll say that. I don't like that it's advertising. So that's the big thing there. But that's it for kind ads, okay? Obviously, you can do your research, kindads.io. Now, on to the next one. We're taking a look at WatermelonBlock, the voice of the market. All right, now this one is an ICO. Pre-sale opens the 27th of July. 7 days, 14 hours, 33 minutes, 52 seconds, or less by the time you see this because I'm not posting it till tomorrow, which will be now when you watch it. So, WatermelonBlock, the voice of the market, looking at sentiment analysis in cryptocurrencies. So, a lot of you guys like Cliff High. This is kind of similar to something that he does. He does a little bit of sentiment analysis research, and it has made people think that he is like a cryptocurrency prediction god. Well, WatermelonBlock is using sentiment analysis and harnessing the AI power of Watson blockchain. No, not Watson blockchain. Of Watson, the IBM supercomputer, to basically figure out what's going on with market sentiment. So they got a good video there telling you all about it. But The goal behind this is by looking at all these different social channels out there to find out what people think about certain different cryptocurrencies in the beginning, but is going to do a whole bunch of things later on to potentially help change people's investment decisions. Now, right now when people invest, they listen to crypto YouTubers and then do what they say. Yikes, that's pretty crazy. But then again, maybe it's not so crazy because listen, markets are inherently volatile. There's really no predicting it. But potentially using artificial intelligence, we will be able to better predict markets in the future. So using big data and the WatermelonBlock token, that way you can use these sentiment analysis tools and AI trading tools to help basically make better investment decisions. Like I said, using the IBM Watson, which is one of the biggest supercomputers out there for AI, so that's pretty cool. They have a partnership with them doing it. In terms of timeline, pretty early on right now. So development of the WatermelonBlock free iOS Insights application. They are releasing a premium version in the future. So this is freemium to premium, Q2 to Q4. All right, helping to track your analytics portfolio, different things like that. And ICO token sale right now in Q3. Tokens should be listed on exchanges in Q4. Now, they have a roadmap through 2019 and 2020. So a whole bunch of more stuff going on during that time, including potentially debit card releases. But the ICO, just figured I'd mention this stuff, 11.6 cents per Watermelon block token. All right, and guess what? This one is not on the Ethereum blockchain. This one is on NEM. Go figure, right? Pretty cool. On NEM, not on Ethereum. But basically the WatermelonBlock app is the app for cryptocurrency sentiment analysis. They have some pictures of it. It looks pretty cool. I think it's in the pictures. Oh, here they are, down below. All right. So sentiment analysis app for business. Basically, you select your keywords like Nike or like your favorite cryptocurrency like NEO, whatever you want to do, all right? And then it'll tell you all about it in terms of the different social media things, and it'll give you a sentiment view. So positive things, negative things, overall, what people think about it. I also have a dashboard on a computer, so you could look at it there, find out a bit more information about it, find out how people are doing it. And there's talk about creating APIs, so you could be looking at this stuff with things like CoinMarketCap to help you make your better investment decisions. In terms of the team, they have a whole bunch of varied people on the team. So user experience and design is very important. Governance, they have a CTO, but they also have blockchain development specialists. They have IBM Watson specialists. They have financial people. They have NEM blockchain consultants. So a whole bunch of people who you would think should be able to accomplish something like this. Now, onto the white paper, because there's some things that are just not found on the website. You got to look in the white paper for them. So the white paper gives you a lot more information about that, tells you exactly what they're planning on doing and why they are going to be doing it. I'll just kind of skip down to the pictures because that's how we all learn, through pictures. So they will be having a digital wallet where you can hold everything in there. You can hold your WatermelonBlock tokens, and basically it tells you about how the ecosystem works there. But that's not the picture I wanted. There's a better picture of it coming up soon, where they show you exactly what it looks like. Ooh. But before we get into that, the end of this year, freemium model, all right, 100,000 users they're targeting, and then premium users. So you'll get better things with the premium version, paid monthly subscriptions, and trading via the WatermelonBlock token. So that gives the token value because it's a utility token. The more people who use it, potentially the higher the price gets. This is how it works. Monitoring social data 24/7, using IBM Watson for sentiment analysis, and then predictions, AI trading, and training. Everything on there. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So this is the interface. This is what it'll look like, which is pretty cool. So you've got your Watermelon Index, which tells you a little bit about, it'll tell you about your portfolio, also tells you the market sentiment in general, All right, so the watermelon index tells you all that stuff, and then it gives you insights. So if you had Ripple, I'm sorry for you, but if you did, you would have the melon score here, which is a combination of the positive, the negative, and the neutral sentiment, and then the changes in 24 hours. So this is something that's really helpful because, some people say, be greedy when others are fearful, be fearful when others are greedy. Well, this sentiment analysis could help you find that stuff pretty darn easy. Now, I will say that there are some things, overall, it seems pretty cool. I mean, they have a partnership with IBM Watson. That's freaking huge. But here's my concern with this. Let's just say it gets out there, becomes really popular, and then everybody's using it to track the market. Then nobody really has an advantage over anybody else. But will everybody use it? Probably not, because it is a paid subscription. Some people don't want to pay. However, using market sentiment and knowing how to use it correctly is something that could be helpful. There are other things out there that work with market sentiment in terms of prediction of cryptocurrencies, like AlphaCat, which is a Neo-based project, Net5 token. That one has done pretty well in predicting where certain cryptocurrencies go. So obviously that's some competition that they have going on. But overall, I think interesting concept, interesting idea. Now, that is pretty much it for kind ads for WatermelonBlock. If you guys want more information on them, you can go to kindads.io or watermelonblock.io. Obviously, look at the websites, but for both of these, there's not too much information on the websites. You really need to read the white papers for these two in order to get information on them. Let's see, Ivan on Tech has done interviews with the team members for both of these projects, and there are also some videos out there, but mostly you're going to have to read to find out a bit more. WatermelonBlock has an ICO coming up sometime soon. Kind Ads has no ICO. They just want you to know what's going on, that is going to be out there soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, that was a paid review. Am I buying either of these? Not at the moment. All right. I like to stick with bigger projects, but I will say, in my opinion, they're not complete shitcoins. All right. So that's it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I will catch you guys later. Guys, if you want to win a shirt, make sure you comment on this video and every other video, and I will catch you later. Have a good one. Peace.